King Charles III updates his funeral plans. In general, there is nothing surprising in the fact that a funeral plan for a British monarch is drawn up during his lifetime. Such a plan begins to take shape immediately after the accession of the next British sovereign to the throne. But now, plans for the possible funeral of King Charles III are reportedly being carefully studied and revised, and he himself is putting his affairs in order, to the point of taking care of his property and putting his Jaguar I-Pace up for auction on March 1st at Historics Auctioneers Auction. King Charles III's health may be worse than the palace is reporting. On February 5th, Buckingham Palace released a statement announcing that the cancer, the form of which they did not disclose, was discovered in the monarch during a pre-surgery examination. Although the cancer is said to have been caught early, there are concerns that it could develop into something worse and possibly spread to other organs, which could be a death sentence, the source explains to In Touch. King Charles III puts on a good face in public despite possibly playing poorly. Since the announcement of his cancer diagnosis, the monarch has regularly attended Sunday services at St. Mary Magdalene's Church in Sandringham, held a private meeting with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, and posed for photos with letters and cards sent to him by well-wishers, with wishes for health, and said that they almost made him cry. But not everything is so sweet and simple. What he feels behind the scenes is another question. Of course he must be worried. It's not just King Charles III who is worried. His youngest son, Prince Harry, did not just jump on a plane and go to meet his father as soon as he learned of his illness. The Duke of Sussex is afraid of losing his part of the inheritance. According to royal tradition, and to avoid a huge inheritance tax, the entire fortune of King Charles III, in the event of his death, will pass to the heir to the throne, the next monarch of the United Kingdom, Prince, currently, William. However, King Charles III, like his mother Queen Elizabeth II, may make further orders. In particular, Her Majesty obliged Charles to ensure that his younger brother, Prince Andrew, did not need anything. As a result, King Charles III pays for the maintenance of Andrew's Royal Lodge estate in Windsor, as well as its security. And that's just what is known. There are suggestions that Prince Harry rushed to his sick father in order to extract similar preferences for himself. It is noteworthy that the meeting between Harry and Carl was extremely short, more like business negotiations. Harry was hoping for a longer meeting, but everything was awkward and tense, an insider exclusively told In Touch. He was hurt and felt like he was pushed away. It's all part of the royal game as the future of the crown remains uncertain. A palace source said King Charles, 75, was touched by Harry's gesture, but his wife, Queen Camilla, as well as Harry's brother and heir to the throne Prince William, reminded him that Harry was no longer part of the royal family and should be treated differently respectively. William is concerned that Harry and his wife Meghan Markle, who stepped back from royal duties and moved to the US in 2020, are trying to lay claim to part of the $34 billion royal estate, and he is determined to convince his father to officially get rid of scoundrel Harry, including recording this as his will as a testator. Carl is under no obligation to leave Harry anything, says the source, and Camilla and William are urging him not to. They see the Sussexes as greedy glory seekers who cannot be trusted. Meanwhile, this loss, like the loss of the royal trough, is very sensitive for Prince Harry. The source says that after Megxit, losing the income he had as a senior working royal was always a sore point for Harry, who felt marooned in the wilderness after a lifetime of servitude. Palace insiders say the Duke of Sussex has inherited nothing from Queen Elizabeth II's estate. And, as it now becomes clear, he has nothing to expect from his father. If Prince William and Queen Camilla united in resolving this issue, Harry has nothing to catch. Harry begins to realize that giving up royal life may have come at a huge price. The consequences are deeply felt. William, who has stepped up as Carl's health deteriorates, stands his ground when it comes to Harry's return. William became an influential voice for Charles during his short reign, and he would continue to be so. This is bad news for Harry, who has repeatedly publicly criticized the royal family. William is committed to protecting the monarchy at all costs, even if it means distancing himself from his brother. With the anticipation and speculation swirling around the British royal family, one can't help but wonder what's going on at the Montecito mansion. Until recently, Garrick dreamed of returning to his homeland with his growing family, but now it seems that ship has sailed. With state protection lawsuits against the British government appearing to be a thing of the past, Garrick's hospitality in Britain appears to be drying up. However, amid the uncertainty, one thing is clear: Harry's father's deteriorating health may make him want to get closer to his family. However, with the details of the inheritance shrouded in secrecy, any hopes of a quick resolution may be dashed. Despite the king's ongoing battle with illness, access to first-class medical care suggests he may remain alive for a long time, prolonging the succession saga. Meanwhile, more attention is being focused on the Sussexes, and journalists are eagerly waiting to see how they will react to the palace upheaval. But while plans to transfer the throne are quietly being developed, there are rumors that secrets are being kept from Harry. However, mystery often breeds speculation, and literary endeavors flourish amid the chaos. In the midst of all this, Sister Meghan sees a golden opportunity to cash in on her connection with the Duchess, and the prospect of Camilla ascending the throne raises eyebrows. Amid the whispers of self-interest, questions arise about her intentions and whether the law of power will overwhelm her quiet life in the countryside. As the drama unfolds, it's impossible not to wonder about the unpredictable twists and turns that await the royal family. From the whispered conversations in the corridors of power to the tranquility of the forests of Balmoral, each plot twist adds another layer of intrigue to the ongoing saga. There is speculation that certain maneuvers are orchestrated to hide Harry from the truth, but such secrecy only fuels the flames of curiosity. With every whisper that echoes through the royal halls, a chorus of voices try to interpret the cryptic messages: Harry and Meghan, royal commentators, and enigmatic insiders all vying for their part of the narrative. Amid all the chaos, there is one figure who is quietly contemplating her next move: Sister Meghan, whose intentions to capitalize on her family ties have long been an open secret. With the royal family thrust into the spotlight, the opportunities for wealth seem endless, and she's eager to take advantage of them. But amid the frenzy of financial gain, one can't help but feel sympathy for Markle, caught in the crossfire of family rivalry and royal ambitions. Watching her bitter rival ascend to the throne is undoubtedly painful. As succession plans are whispered, some are wondering whether Charles could have waited a little longer, delaying the inevitable transfer of power. After all, his health appears to be strong so far, but the unpredictability of the disease has many looking to the future with caution. Perhaps it's about taking advantage of the spotlight while it's still bright and basking in the adoration of the masses before the inevitable handover of the crown. What about Camilla, who was once accused of self-interest? Now that she is on the cusp of power, the accusations may intensify. However, there may be a simpler truth: the allure of the throne pales in comparison to the simple pleasures of life behind the palace walls. Wandering hand in hand through the woods of Balmoral, picking mushrooms and berries, may be more attractive than the glitz and glamour of royal life. Only time will tell how the drama will unfold, but one thing is for sure: in Game of Thrones, nothing is as it seems.